person. One of Rabbi Nachman's most famous stories in the 13 tales that he told, the story of the sophisticate and the simpleton, the Maisa Michocham V'Tam. And Rabbi Nachman there really gives a person an education in what kind of a wonderful, happy, sweet life a person can have in this world if they keep things simple, if they avoid over-sophistication, excessive sophistication. And there Rabbi Nachman mentions one incident where the simpleton was confronted by his wife. This simpleton was making shoes, and every time he would complete a shoe, it was a holiday for him. He was dancing, he was happy, he would pray, tell his wife, look at this beautiful shoe, look at this honey, look at this sweetness, look how wonderful. And at one point she looks at him and she says to him, can I ask you a question? If your shoe is so sweet and such a honey bunch and such a wonder, how come the guy down the block gets $150 for a pair of shoes and you get $25 for a pair of shoes? What do you say to that? And she was sure that she had just busted his bubble. She had just winded him totally. She just brought him down 6,000 levels. She didn't know, though, that he studied Torah. He studied Rabbi Nachman's teachings. He looked at her with a big, broad smile and said, Frumcha, what are you talking about? Let me explain to you. And he starts showing her that for the leather, he pays $3, and for the string, for the thread, he says, it cost me $20, and I sell it for $25. I'm making $5 per pair. What could be better? And he says, and as far as the other guy, what he's making, who cares? Sein Meise is sein Meise, and mein Meise is mein Meise. What I do is my thing, what he does is his thing. End of discussion. She had nothing more to say to him. This person was, how Rabbi Nachman shows throughout the story, this person was always happy, always satisfied. And we find that person would say, sure, an idiot, a dope. He died a shoemaker. He didn't die a shoemaker. In the story, he goes on to become a minister, and then he becomes the head of the cabinet of ministers. And he advances and advances, and the secret of his success, one of the most important secrets of his success, was his ability to be happy with what he had, and his ability to avoid looking at another person when that would bring him down. When looking at another person will inspire me or motivate me in a positive way, good. If it'll bring me down, if it'll deflate me, if it'll discourage me, if it'll knock the wind out of me, if it'll bring me to depression, sadness, weakness, I ain't gonna do it. Usfartem lochem, Lech Lecha. The Torah says Hashem is talking to me, not us. There's an individual message to each and every one of us. Each one of us has his personal success. And we're not going to be measured necessarily by what he did or what she did or that kind of thing. Hashem knows what I'm capable of doing. And if I really try my best to beg Hashem, to plead with Hashem in every way I know, telling Hashem that I realize this pasuk in the Torah has taught me that in order to come close to you, I first have to be able to recognize that there's all of this darkness and sheker, there's all of this negativity around, and I have to be able to walk away from it. I have to be able to really identify who are my friends and who are not my friends, in terms of advice, in terms of ideals in life and culture, and I need your help. The Gemara says clearly that no human being can succeed against the Yetzer Hara, against the evil inclination, without Hashem's intervention, without Hashem's help. The Gemara says in Kiddushin, B'chol yom v'yom yitzroi shelo v'mizgaber lo v'mizchadeh shelo, every single day, the Yetzer Hara comes with a new energy, new motivation, a new bag of tricks to try to wipe the person out. And the Gemara says, Ilmole HaKodesh Baruch Hu Ezroi, unless Hashem helps you, lo yochel lo, you can't succeed. And this is where Rav Nosson Zal says, a person, we find a little bit afterwards, the pasuk ends with the words El Ha'oretz Asher Areko. Hashem says, I want you to go to the land that I'm going to show you. Hashem doesn't even specify which land. And Rashi HaKodesh says that the reason why Hashem did not reveal the name of the country and the exact location immediately was Kedei Lechavavo Be'inov, to make it more appealing, more attractive, mystery. Something not revealing the whole thing right away, the mystique. Veloses lo ischar al kol dibur v'dibur. And to give Avram Avinu reward for every single word. Meaning every word that Hashem spent in describing this mission, if Avram Avinu would succeed in this mission, every single word would be $100 bill, $1 million bill. Because again, the mission was a bigger mission. If Hashem described it in 10 words, and it's a relatively small mission. Hashem says, El Ha'oretz Asher, the land that I'm going to show you. And then Hashem talks about it more and more. Every word in this description meant more reward. Rab Nosson Zal gives, we know there's Shivim Ponim La Torah. Rab Nosson Zal says, Loses lo ischar al kol dibur v'dibur also refers to every dibur v'dibur that Avram Avinu would speak to Hashem. A person realizing, based on what we've explained here, that this mission is not so simple, and there's all kinds of potential dangers and everything, a person realizing how much they need to speak to Hashem. Al kol dibur v'dibur, that every dibur that a Jew would say in pleading with Hashem on a daily basis, Hashem, I need your guidance. V'saknenu bi'etza toiva milfonecha. Ba'atzoscha tancheni, Davar says, Hashem, lead me with your advice. Ahalech b'mitecha. A person, a Jew who follows Rabbi Nachman's prescription of trying to get to a level where they can actually speak to Hashem for an hour a day and discuss all of their issues, all the issues going on in their life, all the different things that they need advice and guidance for, and plead with Hashem, beg Hashem, please guide me. Help me make the right connection. If I need connections, if I need a rabbi, help me find the right rabbi. If I need a doctor, help me find the right doctor, choose the right doctor. Whatever I need in all the decisions that I'm going to have to make in life, begashmius baruchnius, guide me Hashem, guide me every step of the way. The Torah says here, Rashi HaKodesh says here, Veloses lo ischar al kol dibur v'dibur. Hashem will, a person, this doesn't happen, this isn't fast food. A person doesn't succeed in Yiddishkeit in 1 hour or 1 day. It's a long trip. It's a difficult journey to get to this Oretz Asher Areko, to get to achieve one's goals of success in Yiddishkeit. But the Torah promises you that every dibur that you're going to say, every word of tefillah, every word of Torah, you're gonna get schar for every drop of it. So if it's taking a long time, and if you feel you're speaking and it looks to you as if you're not getting anywhere, the Torah promises you are going to be rewarded, not just for the success, but every minute that you spent in tefillah, in trying to get to that goal, there's going to be schar for every single word. The Yerushalmi says that one of the rabbis once said, V'ani omarti lo rik yogati. I worked so hard, I was struggling so hard to get to my goals in Yiddishkeit that I had set for myself that I knew I needed to get to, and it looked to me that all my effort was in vain. Because for a while it looked like I wasn't getting anywhere. I was praying, nothing was happening. But then he says, Ochein, however, when I got to the finish line, when this rabbi was about to leave the world, he said, looking back, I see, wow, I'm very thankful, I'm very appreciative for every drop of effort I put into it, because I know every drop of effort is definitely going to be rewarded. The Gemara says, Yogato motzoso tamen. If a person puts sincere effort and struggle in religion, in anything pertaining to your nefesh, your soul, that lecho, motzoso tamen, you can believe that you've succeeded. Meaning, even if you don't see the success, even before you see the success. We know, for example, when a woman becomes pregnant, she's about to bring into the world something that's more advanced than the most advanced computer system, satellite, missile, atom bomb, something trillions of times more advanced than that. The human eye. There are thousands of books that have been written just explaining the human eye. Try to talk about what it means to bring a child into the world, an entire human organism. When a woman becomes pregnant, in many cases, for the first few weeks, and sometimes there have been cases for the first few months, she doesn't know she's pregnant. She doesn't even know. Not just most people don't know, sometimes she doesn't know. A woman's not feeling well, comes to the doctor, says, I've been having these stomach pains. The doctor says, let's take this test. She says, what are you talking about? He says, we're just going to take this test. He says, hey lady, you're 3 months pregnant. And she says, what are you talking about? So we see that in this world of Hastorah, of Ha'alama, it's possible for a person to be having all kinds of success, to be attaining accomplishing all kinds of big things, and not even realize it. And in fact, this is one of the privileges that the Yetzer Hara, the Satan, has in being able to hide from a person his success. Because if a person would see how much they're accomplishing with every mitzvah that they do, with every tefillah that they say to Hashem, with every drop of effort that they put into searching for this emet, for this truth, if a person would see the success right away, they wouldn't need any motivation. They'd be running at top speed. There'd be no bechira. The fact that we can't see our success, in most cases, it's ha'oretz asher areka. I'm going to show you. Hashem said to Avraham Avinu, when it comes to Kedusha, you don't see it right away. You're going to see it. At some point in the future, you're going to realize the great success you had and how every drop of effort that you put in it was so worthwhile. Hashem should help us be zeicher to realize the profound advice and guidance that's found in every pasuk of the Torah and every word of the Torah. And by following this advice, to really reach each and our own personal success, and thereby through the success of the individual, be zeicher to achieve the success of the entire Klal Yisrael, which will be culminated with the coming of Mashiach, the rebuilding of the third and final Beis Hamikdash, the building of the third and final Beis Hamikdash, b'meir of Yameinu, Amen.
Amen.